Hot Boy Turk's career is finished now that one of the last members of the group in Juvenile no longer has his back and actually showed that he really hates him. Because for the last year and a half, we've seen the Hot Boys reunion. They've been doing shows together. They've been doing Louisiana Fest together. And everything looks peachy clean. We got the reunion that we've always hoped for. Now that BG is free from jail, Turk is free from prison, Lil Wayne is no longer beefing with Birdman. He's been paid and compensated. But I guess we were all wrong. You see, a lot of the problems have been between BG and Turk. And it seems like Turk is the one that's always been treated like the stepchild of Cash Money. We even saw Birdman throwing shots at Turk when he wasn't invited to the versus No Limit, as well as many long going back and forths.
My baby promised me a whip, it never showed up. I told him give me 3 mil, he told me hold up. I told the homie that I love him, but I'm a grown up. And I'm still Cash Money, we had a long run. Dog was steady blowing, my nigga Weezy steady torn, but he's a bitch and it's showing. You know what I think it is though? Mad, you know what I'm saying, cause I don't open none of their DMs. Mad, you know what I'm saying, cause I don't accept, none of their collaborations. You know what I'm saying? Mad, cause they done sent, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get me on this wild ass, goof ass song, you know what I'm saying, that he been trying to promote, you know what I'm saying, for the last year or two. You know what I'm saying? And then got the nerve to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the song gonna change my life. That ain't change your life. That gonna change my life, man.
When I saw it, it'll get some talk. It'll get it talking.
Yeah,
but he don't believe that.
He don't, man. Come on, man. Brown sound like he from Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That's why you linging on the past, bro. You did a whole album with Gucci Man, bro. And you had a machine behind you. That shit ain't do nothing. That's the truth. And that whack. What you talking about, man? We gonna speak facts. That shit was whack. Everybody trying to go talk about your catalog back 25 years ago. I'm talking about today, man. Back in the day. I told y'all, yeah, nigga was in a box, so nigga had favorites. But that was only in New Orleans. Outside the box, everybody ain't with you like that. You had fans just like I had fans around the world. It was an even swap. New Orleans, it was an advantage. They probably pulled for you a little harder. I know that. I know that without a doubt. I'm from the Magnolia, man. My hood love me. To this day. What you talking about, nigga? Nigga, you wanna be from where I'm from, nigga. You ain't from the Magnolia.
In the game, I started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, you little bitch, you ain't here, but fuck you. We gon' fuck with you and we gon' fuck with you. You heard me?
And I'm not gonna sit here and act like Turk is a victim, because he most certainly is not. You see, Turk has one of those personalities, those big personalities, that he's gonna say whatever he wants, when he wants, and that's what's gonna keep the algorithm pumping. You see, he's one of the only hot boys that just knows how social media works. And as long as he's outspoken and brings controversy, he knows that it's gonna keep his name alive. He knows that it's probably gonna give him business opportunities. Look how he's gotten his way as a permanent host on Beehive Radio Shouty. He's going around doing podcasts, but at the expense of what? Because it seems as if now All of the hot boys are pretty much done with him, but we've never heard Juvenile really say anything bad about him. And of course, Lil Wayne. Those seem to be the only two that ever had his back, but Lil Wayne doesn't really say anything. Juvenile makes his rounds doing interviews, but he's always been tight-lipped about Turk until now. You see, Turk would recently make an appearance on the Drink Champs podcast, and we know how this goes. You go to the podcast, you get comfortable with Nori, he has you take plenty of shots, you get drunk on camera, and you get loose and you start saying things that you probably normally wouldn't say, or you take it a little further than what you would say. And Turk will be speaking about his issues that he has with the hot boys, specifically Juvenile, who said that he couldn't get on a track that he was trying to put him on because he felt like he was saying we fell off before. He said, you know, I got a problem with this steal part. You keep saying steal, steal, steal. But that's not working for me. Turk also expressed that he didn't like the fact that Juvenile and Manny Fresh told him, yo, stop doing podcasts. And then they turned around and made a podcast, as well as stopping on everybody else's podcast.
Juve said this back. He was supposed to drop it. He dropped it because he know my better. And let me back it up, Nori. He said he took me off the album. I try to get this man on my album, bro. Juve. Fresh and BG. I already had Bird on the album, but I ain't put the song out because I ain't want niggas.
So you took Bird off the album?
I took him off the album.
That's a petty.
Yeah, because I know you're gonna be saying I'm trying to use him. This whole sound crazy. You feel me? I got a song called All the Money with Birdman. Now he did the song for me, and I did a song as a favor for favor. I could have put it out, but I don't want to feel like I'm trying to ride their coattail, right? Okay. I tell Jude to get on the song Still on Fire. I'm like, bro, this song is hot. I didn't market, promote it, put money behind it, the video. Man, remix gonna go crazy. We on tour right now. Me, you, and Juve, I know it's gonna be hard trying to get Wayne on the motherfucker, but everybody cool if Wayne don't do it. Man, that Juve told me, it's something about that word still. I'm like, still, S-T-I-L-L. What's wrong with that? Man, it just seemed like you just lost something or something. Then drop a podcast called Still 400. I'm like, what the? After telling me I need to stay off of podcasts, off of line, them do podcasts every week. And they interviewing like Finesse 2-time, controversy. Man, NBA Youngboy Mama, controversy. You know what I'm saying? Bun B, controversy. I thought y'all stand away from niggas. These be in the media for speaking their mind. And that's when the say it's controversial. That's all I do.
Now, Juvenile, who is usually politically correct, came out and went off on Hot Boy Turk after the interview, and he said, nigga, you trash. That's the facts. Name one solo Turk song anybody ever liked. Your album flopped, and you got dropped off the label. Tell them why you really left New Orleans. You forgot about your little Juvie Tuesday incident in the bathroom. You a bum, and you broke. That's why you crying like a bitch. We eating over here. Never bite the hand that feeds you. I fed you for 2 years. I guess the money ran out. Hey, look, man, we all have that one friend who's outspoken, who's always going to say what he wants, when he wants. He's going to say how he feels. And the thing about that is it's commendable, but it also can be annoying, especially when you're in a group and y'all got to do business together. It's hard enough getting people on one page, but when the group can pretty much tell who's going to be the headache, then that's always going to fail. It's always going to go left. And that's what the hot boys right now think of Turk. But when I watched what Turk just said on Drink Champs, I honestly can't say he's wrong. I think I understand his point of view, but I think that he's not looking at this the right way. I think he's a little bit confused. So let me clear this up for you, Turk. I can help you out, and I can help you get some understanding about this situation, bro. You know, if you were standing right here I would say, come here, Turk. I'll put my hand on your shoulder like this. I'll look you in your eyes. And I'll say, this is what I need you to realize, Turk. Your old partners, your own group mates, your current business partners, Juvie, Baby, BG, they don't like you, bro. They don't like you. They won't say it. Y'all got to do business in the future. You still kind of got to be around them every once in a while if y'all trying to make some money on. But they don't like you, bro. And that's just the real facts. That's just the problem with a lot of niggas. They say they keep it 100. No, they don't. Nobody wants to keep it real with you. Juvie don't want to keep it real with you. It took you to piss him off for him to say how he feels about you. You was wondering why he won't get on his song talking about this steal. He thought it was garbage, bro. Instead of him just saying, man, I don't fuck with the song, bro. I don't like it. He like, man, it's just this part that I don't like. But you see, when you made him mad, the first thing he said in the comments was, your shit is trash. He didn't say that when you sent that over. He just said it was the steal part, right? That's what I'm talking about. Niggas don't want to tell you the truth. They telling you to stop doing podcasts. That don't mean that they saying they not gonna do podcasts. They telling you to stop doing podcasts because you like to be outspoken. You like to get loud. You be drunk. And you always speaking on the business on the podcast. They want to keep this in-house. You want to just put it out there. It's kind of like having a friend who's an open book, who doesn't mind telling his business to any and everybody. And then you have a friend who's private. You won't know what's going on. Hell, you barely know where he live at. The problem is the boundaries, they don't be respected. The friend that's the open book go telling the private friend's business, maybe because he trusts him and may have told him his business, or maybe he found out stuff he just running his mouth. A lot of the times that's not gonna work. So when you have these personalities that's like, man, the industry rule is to keep this quiet. Let's not fight in front of the world for them to see. And then you got the guy who doesn't do things by the book. He's not politically correct. He's gonna say what he wants. Well, then you got Turk and you got Cash Money, and that's why they at where they at right now. And we gotta be honest, man, you are the black sheep out of the hot boys. They don't really respect you like that. I don't know if you didn't realize that. You see, BG came out and said before, we don't even need Turk. We can go do the shows without him. Which, I think that that's how they feel. And to an extent, I guess they are right, because his catalog is limited under Cash Money. He didn't really have the career that everybody else had. But in the same sense, the people dictate that. And that's why they keep bringing Turk back, even though they don't like him, even though he is outspoken. They realize we want to see everybody back. If everybody's alive and well, not in jail, not on drugs, not strung out, we need to see everybody. And that's why things go the way that they are going. When you got a group that don't even like each other, it's hard to bring them back. Kind of like Dipset. They don't like each other. Jim and Cam don't like each other. That's why they don't do shows. That's why Versus didn't work out. You look at the Locks. They had camaraderie. They can work together. That's why No Limit, they work together. They still had some type of conglomerate feeling going on. Whereas to when you look at the Hot Boys, you look at the Dipset, you look at all these other groups, if you don't like each other, it's not gonna work. The people gonna tell. And when I'm looking at Turk, I understand, like I said, completely what he's saying, but what he needs to realize is that he's a problem for the group just as much as they are. You're not a victim here. You like to speak out. You like to talk about group business out loud. And that's where you have to take the responsibility and the accountability and just take the blame, bro. Sorry. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that Turk's in the wrong for saying what he said? Do y'all think that Juvenile and the rest of Cash Money just won't come out and just say, bro, we don't like you, bro, stay away? Do you think, what do you think it is, man? Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. We out, baby. Boo!
It's him.